Hi everyone, I'm Kim from Inside My Money and welcome. Are you trying to save for your first home, maybe a holiday or a car, or you just want more freedom with your money? Maybe you've tried saving before and you start strong, but then life gets in the way and it all feels too hard to keep going. Well, you're not alone. Saving is challenging for everyone, no matter how good they are with money. But here's some good news, there is a way to make it easier. In this video, I'll walk you through the 2 key steps that can help you save more effectively and with less stress. These simple actions can make a big difference whether you're just starting or trying again after a few false starts. We'll begin by looking at why saving is often harder than it seems, and then I'll share the 2 practical steps you can take today to get on track. To help you take action, we've also included a link to a free interactive session, and it will help you take some steps you need today to get yourself on the right track. If you want more support, head over to our website at www.insidemymoney.co.nz, and there's a low-cost membership that gives you unlimited access to all of our savings and tools and our first home buying content. So just a quick note, this video is for general information only. It's not personal financial advice. If you're after tailored advice, make sure you speak with a qualified financial advisor. Alright, let's dive in and we'll get you saving with confidence. So, spend less, save more. That's what we're all told to do. Sounds easy, but it actually can be quite hard and frustrating at times. Even people who do save regularly can still have months where there is more money going out than is coming in. The intentions were good, but then life takes over and we find ourselves looking back at last month asking the question, where did it all go? So why is this? And what are we doing wrong? And why can't we all meet our savings aspirations? What stops us from saving money? Well, it comes down to how our brains work. Our brains are wired to focus on what feels good right now, not what's best for our future, which makes savings hard, even when we really want to do it. You can think of it in terms of our spending is like night and day. Let me explain more about what I mean. So we all have a night side and a day side to our spending. The night side says, don't worry, live for the moment, you deserve it. The day side says, why did I spend that? And now, why can't I save? So why does this happen and what can we do about it? As I mentioned earlier, when we spend money, our brain gets a hit of dopamine, a feel-good hormone that gives us a quick sense of satisfaction and happiness. It's the same reward system that lights up when we eat chocolate or we scroll social media. The problem is, saving doesn't give us that same instant buzz. When we save, we're actually foregoing that immediate reward, which can make us feel like we're missing out. Our brains aren't wired to be patient. We find it hard to wait for a distant goal, and that makes sticking to savings plans a challenge. This feeling of reward becomes even stronger when we maybe buy something for others and feel generous, we find something on special and get that winning feeling, or we spend money when we're out with our friends and strengthening our relationships and our connections to people. These moments light up our brain's reward system even more, making the joy of spending feel powerful and immediate, while saving can seem like a boring, distant alternative. So this isn't always a problem, especially if we can afford what we buy or we've already saved and are simply enjoying the rewards. The challenge comes when spending becomes a way to boost our mood or when we give in to the impulse purchases too often. We all spend money based on emotion and hopefully backed up by an element of logical thought. But when we let emotion get the better of us month after month, that is when our credit card balances get higher and our bank balances go down. We don't save anymore and wonder where did all the money go. So what can we do? So there are 2 steps we can take to help us work with our natural habits and emotions. Firstly, we can have a purpose for our money, something that helps us hit pause and makes us ask the question, do I really want this? That purpose or goal could be big or small. It could be saving for a first home, taking a trip, or as simple as having a bigger buffer in your bank account, which gives you some security and peace of mind. So why is having a purpose really important? Well, when we have a clear purpose or something to strive towards, we gain both direction and motivation. Savings doesn't always come naturally, as we know, so we need a compelling reason to stay patient and resist the temptation of instant rewards, and to stay focused on a greater reward that lies ahead. Saving for a deposit to buy our first home can take years, often with numerous distractions along the way. But when we reach the goal, the payoff is immeasurable. The short-term sacrifice of skipping lunch out every day, for example, pales in comparison to the long-term security and pride of owning a home. That kind of reward is worth far more than the fleeting pleasure. The purpose not only provides a target, but also serves as a guiding framework for decision-making. It helps us answer questions like, what's more important? Splurging on a new car that we don't really need, or putting that 20k into a home deposit fund. Without a clear goal, it's easy to make impulsive choices in the moment and regret them later. Having a purpose also fuels us during the tough times. While saving, you will encounter countless opportunities to spend, and there will be moments when you will give in. But with a purpose driving you, you'll also find the strength to say no when it matters most. And this is when you take control of your money and ultimately your future. When we have a purpose for our money, we give spending more thought. We ask ourselves, is this important? Do I need this? And how will this serve me? Then we decide if buying that item or buying lunch again today is helping us achieve our goal or not. So we know that purpose gives money meaning and helps us save, and that was the step 1. Now we're going to have a look at step 2. Step 2 is about knowing where our money goes. To do this, we need to start tracking our spending in some way each month. So why do we care where our money goes if we don't get into debt? Well, firstly, when we notice where we spend our money, that opens the possibility of saving. Our brains get fired up into what is called a feedback loop, where we reflect on what we are doing and ask the question, is this okay and could I do better? So we start making more deliberate choices and want to take control over our spending. Tracking spending not only increases the chance of savings, but also lifts our financial confidence. So we want to make sure that we don't overanalyze everything right down to the last penny. That's not the purpose of it. The purpose is to give you a better picture so you can better understand what you do and why, so that you can make better choices. So how do we go about this, and isn't it time consuming? Well, there are a number of ways that people track their spending. Some are very simple and others can be more complex. The trick is to find the one that works for you and doesn't overcomplicate the whole process. To help you get started, we have given you links and videos to 3 different options. The first one is for you to be able to just use a very simple calculator, which just gets you started, and it just helps you start thinking about maybe how much you spend during the month on various things. It's very easy to use, and it might just help you take that first step. Then the second way is for maybe you to go into your bank accounts online and use our worksheet to help you see what you're doing each month. There's a video to help you understand how to use the worksheet and to get that information out of your bank accounts, so you could give that a try as a second option. Finally, there's the third option, which we like to use, which is called Homebank. Now, a lot of people use various apps, some on their phone, some on their computer. Homebank is a free-to-use app that you download into your computer. So there's 3 different options depending on what you would like to do, and we have links for those at the end of this session. So we're almost at the end of this video on how to start saving, so let's quickly recap and then we can share the link to help you take your first step. In this video, we learned that savings can be challenging because it involves delayed rewards, something our brains aren't great at handling. But when we have a strong reason to save, it becomes easier to stay motivated. So having a clear why is the first step. The second step is understanding where our money is going. To save effectively, we need to track our spending every month. By knowing where the money's going, we can identify areas to cut back. You can track your spending in various ways, depending on what works best for you. And by taking these first 2 steps, then you are well on your way to being able to achieve your goals. Now, there are also many more strategies that can help make savings easier. And this video was just to get you started, but keep an eye out for more tips in the future and more videos. And don't forget to check out our website www.insidemymoney.co.nz for additional resources on saving and buying your first home. So to take the next step, just click on the link in the description below, and we've shown it here in the slide as well, and it will take you to an online tool where you can write down your savings purpose. You can watch videos on how to use the online banking and worksheet. You can use our simple savings calculator, and you can also find the videos on Homebank and how to download that into your computer and start using it to track your spending every month. Now, our YouTube channel has a whole lot of those videos as well for Homebank, and we keep adding more as we learn more things about Homebank. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out through the YouTube channel. We're here to help, and we're very happy to learn more about what you need and how your savings is going.